You're listening to another Geek Pride podcast. Sit back, relax, and put it in your ears. Coming to some ears near you. In a world so like this one, you couldn't tell the difference. Geeks and fanatics engage in eternal war for the perfect film pitch. Judged by their peers, and against all odds they cry, pitch, please.
Hi, welcome back to Pitch Please. My name is Ben Fee, and we are here once again to do some more pitching. Back once again with the Renegade Master, Callum Tyndall.
Shit, I was like really trying to think of any more lyrics. Just...
I think it goes, D for damage and power to the people.
D for damage.
D for damage. That's it. It's a song about Dungeons and Dragons.
Surprisingly,
about the perils of being a mage with your D4 damage dagger or staff.
D4 damage with the ill behaviour. I mean, it's hard not to believe it's about.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be a chaotic good or chaotic neutral mage there with the ill behaviour. Not quite bad behaviour, it's just a little bit.
Just a bit ill.
It's a bit ill, man. It's a bit ill. Why are we here? What are we doing today?
It's a strong question, Ben. I mean, what are any of us doing? Really?
Is that just something you say when you're not sure what to say? That's a strong question. That's a very political thing to say. Thank you. It's a very strong question. Very masculine question.
My office would not care to comment at this time. We're here, Ben, because we're missing an Orvis, and so we're gonna team up like the Heroes for Hire. Struggled a little bit there to think of a superheroic duo because I didn't want to go obvious and just go the dynamic duo.
Tango and Cash.
Yeah, those guys.
You haven't seen Tango and Cash?
I've heard the name. Wait, is that the Sundance
No,
kid?
Tango and Cash is Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell.
That sounds absurd.
And in it, Kurt Russell has a gun in his shoe, like a shoe gun. Like, he falls backwards and there's like a gun in the heel of his shoe and he shoots someone. You've got to watch this film. It's amazing. It's just like...
Oh, it's someone with Sylvester Stallone with glasses. I've seen the picture.
Yes.
And I've heard the name. I just never actually watched the
He's
film.
a straight-laced detective. And Kurt Russell is
like a weird role for...
It's surprisingly, the glasses make it work. Without the glasses...
Though I guess, like, with Kurt Russell in there, you would otherwise end up with two...
Just wild cards.
Like,
he's a badass wild card. And he's also a badass wild card. Together, nothing gets done.
Tango and Gabriel Cash.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. Pitching. We're here to pitch you good people at home, you basic pitches at home. We're here to pitch you today another film.
No, we're not.
Are we?
No, remember, this is an anime.
Oh, okay. Well, let's tell the good people at home, first of all, what we're going to be doing.
Let's not. Let's keep it in suspense.
You'll work out from context.
Yeah.
Today, today we are going to be collaborating on a pitch for the Super Smash Brothers television show, film. We'll see what it's going to be. As you can tell from the shambolic nature of the intro, Mr. Orvis isn't here, as Callum said. I'm sure he'll be just absolutely livid with the way we're going to be destroying one of his most beloved video game franchises. So...
Do you even smash?
Do you even smash, bro? Here's the problem with pitching a Super Smash Brothers film. I'm gonna start all my pitches with here's why it's a shit idea to do this pitch.
Here's why we should not be doing this.
Here's the problem that we have. The problem we have is, first of all, it's a fighting game. And I could not name you one good fighting game movie.
I was terrified that you were going to say you couldn't name me one Smash Bros. Character.
It went downhill pretty fast. No, because there's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of fighting games transferred into films.
I mean, to be fair, there just aren't really good game movies, full stop. Trying to do it with a game that is all about just no story, pure
Well,
combat.
there you go, yeah. The first thing, it's a fucking video game, so you're already off to a losing start. And then it's a fighting game, which has even less story than most games. And thirdly, you're talking about, 50 characters from Nintendo's back archives, each of whom has their own library of stories. So how do you introduce characters like Mario, Zelda, Samus into a film where they haven't previously had time to develop a story in their own universe?
Yeah, 58 playable characters in the Wii U version.
Let's not go that far. We don't have to go that. Let's keep it nice and simple. Let's just have
no. Here's the beauty of anime, Ben.
Right.
Anime doesn't have to be simple.
I'm not settled on anime yet. I'm not 100%.
No, because you know why anime fits? Is because it means that Smash Bros is a shonen battle anime.
Oh dang!
So you need some sort of basic setup where you get your core characters who are gonna I don't know, Mario, fucking Link.
You need a bad guy there as well, don't you? You need
yeah, Ice Climbers, Ganon.
Ice Climbers. What?
Donkey Kong. Ice Climbers are a classic, man. People are weirdly mad that Ice Climbers aren't in the Wii U version.
Okay, fair enough.
So you need your core cast, whoever that is. Mario, Link,
Kirby,
Bowser, whatever.
Kirby,
yeah.
Princess Peach.
Yeah, then you can have bad guys like Meta Knight, Bowser, Donkey Kong. If Donkey Kong's kind of a bad guy, I guess. Samus, obviously. Oh my god, Sonic actually... you were joking earlier, off-air, that Sonic was in it?
Is he actually...
Sonic actually is in it. I forgot that.
Wow. Okay.
Not even DLC, he was just in the game.
You don't even need to research this at all. Just have to name characters from any video game franchise, and the chances are they'll have been in this game. Okay.
Anyway, so what you do is you have that sort of core... whatever you want your core cast to be, get a core team of good guys, get a core team of bad guys, and then you just need some sort of vague setup of probably vaguely high school bullshitty, but for some reason they have to compete in the Super Smash tournament.
I like it.
To, I don't know, win. They just have to win the Super Smash tournament. They're dragged in by one of their parents desperately wants them to do it or hates them doing it, and they're one of their older siblings is a former champion of it, so they're I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get in there. And then you just slowly bring in extra characters as you have the Fire Emblem team are just one of the teams that and I'm sure right now there are going to be a ton of Fire Emblem fans who are going, fuck you, Fire Emblem are main characters. I tell you what, Fire Emblem fans, I've never played one of your games. I'm sure they're great. However, you appear to have 20 characters, of which there are 3 actual characters and the rest are just colour swapped and sort of hair-swapped versions of those 3 main ones. So tell you what, they're going to be a beast team that Mario's team just has to fight and beat at one point. And maybe there's a sort of, oh my god, are they actually going to win? We know they're actually going to win. Because again, 3 colour-swapped characters.
You're going pretty hard into the Fire Emblem hate here. I mean, I've never played the game myself either. But there's a lot of bitterness coming from you regarding these characters.
Look, I don't like the way the game just fills out its roster by having what seem, at least from playing them in Smash Bros, and I'm sure in the actual game they've got plenty of their own story and shit going on, what seems from playing Smash Bros, very, very similar characters. To the point where if I open a couple of them on Wikipedia, it just opens their game. They're not even big enough characters to have their own Wikipedia page.
I think what we're looking at here is the first step in Nintendo shared universe. A shared cinematic or televisual universe. So this tournament that you mentioned, it happens at the nexus of dimensions. So fighters from all these different dimensions are coming to compete. These aren't actual characters, these are toys that have been played with by somebody. Like little models that are being played with. Because the last end baddie is the hand of the person playing with them. So that's you have to defeat at the end to win the one of the game modes. So you can't really go that way. That's a bit too meta. That these are just, or could you? That these are all just toys that are being played with, like a kind of like Battle Royale meets Toy Story kind of thing. So they're all fighting each other. They don't know why. They're all being just like set up to fight, and they sort of realise. They start to realise in sort of a Matrixy kind of way. They start to realise that they're actually not Mario the plumber or Zelda in Hyrule. They're actually toys. They start to see glimpses of an outside world, like in Lego Movie. Do you remember the what's his name? Not Lloyd. Yeah. The guy, the main dude, Emmett. Emmett transferred from the Lego world to the real world. Damn, one of them could do that at some point. That would be pretty cool. But then what would the... So you still need a story of that, don't you? So some way these people are rationally getting from one place to another. That could...
Well, what you do is you start it off as a seemingly normal battle anime, where for whatever reason, you just assume people know these characters. People play Smash Bros. People know Nintendo, even if they're the lesser known ones. You just run with that. Hey, Captain Falcon's just the guy who shouts Falcon Punch. That's fun. Then you start as sort of a subtle pilot into it, where you go like, and then halfway through, maybe there are little clues, but then halfway through, as you get into the sort of second arc, you start going, there's something weird here. Well, maybe there are weird glitches in the fights or but you have some event which makes either you or the characters or both realise this isn't just them doing this. And that's when you start transitioning it into them sort of going, you have your main guy. Maybe that's how, like the main good team and the main bad team come together and go,
yes,
look, Bowser, you've got some weird fetish for my girlfriend and you keep kidnapping her, and that's kind of fucked up. Peach is a princess. Maybe she should have better security and not just rely on one, now former plumber, because apparently he's no longer a plumber. But he's just a dude. He's like a former plumber. But,
that's not news. Mario gets unemployed.
So they updated his profile. Google, I desperately need you to translate this. Okay, so this is Google's straight up translation of the Japanese Nintendo page. So bear in mind, this is not the best translation. Cheerful and cheerful, everyone's popular. Twin brother, Luigi is a good friend and a name combination. With sports utility, I will do everything cool. Tennis, baseball, soccer and car racing. Actually, there seems to be work on, quote, plumber a long time ago. I love Peach Princess, and if Princess Peach is in trouble, I will go help at any time. We will face bad coppers, with a K, with good jumps and various power-ups.
I have more questions than I had before. Okay.
There must be a good English translation of this
So
song.
he's no longer a plumber, he's a sports utility.
He's just like a dude who does... What
it sounds like? It sounds like a guy who has smashed bricks to get lots and lots of gold coins out of. It sounds like a guy who's extremely rich now and just doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
All round sporty, whether it's tennis or baseball, soccer or car racing, he does everything cool. As a matter of fact, he also seems to have worked as a plumber a long time ago.
He's just a rich guy.
He's just like a dude who does stuff which he thinks is
cool. He
cool.
spent the last 30-odd years killing tortoises and collecting gold.
And subjecting himself to head injuries on purpose.
Yeah. He's going to have to watch that. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so how about this?
The moment where we find out the meta thing, we're like Bowser and...
What if we take a page out of Wreck-It Ralph's book? Because one of the things that sort of hamstrung Wreck-It Ralph was that it couldn't use Nintendo characters. There was the most obvious and sort of popular video game characters ever made. If this anime does a very similar thing to that, and these battles are being held in a sort of a techno kind of world inside a Wii U, whatever the most recent console is, so they can sell more of those.
The Switch, Get
inside an
N64.
And shit, I'm such an old man. Oh.
You're letting me down pretty hard here.
So yeah, these tours are being held in a Switch. So every time a new game's put in, the characters in that game can enter the console and they join the world. So it should be putting an older console for this now. So every time a game is put in, the characters go in and it sounds like bustling cities and people living and all these little game characters living inside the console. And every time a game's put in, they can have battles in the world of that area. So they can have a fight in the tournament arena in the console itself, which a lot of them from the beginning will be. And then a little bit of a change, we'll see a game be put in, and they'll all flood into the game and have a little fight there in one of the areas. Like the Zelda game that's put in, and they have a battle in a Hyrule arena. Just switch things up a bit. So the first sort of like...
switch things up a bit? You did it. You don't get to accidentally pun and then be mad when I point out that it was a reasonable bit of wordplay. I know, but you also have to, whenever they say switch, they
click.
Click. Yeah, well, at least they did in like their E3 presentation. They go, and now it's time to switch to something new, and they'd like go into the next segment. It was great, Ben. It's a revolution of the gaming console. You can play Zelda while you poo.
Was that one of the things they said in the advert? Is that one of the selling points?
They didn't. They didn't.
Some guy showing out a massive poo and it's like, I'm playing Zelda.
It's great, because you're like, damn, I need to go to the toilet. I'm going to be bored on the toilet. But now, you can play a mainstream Zelda game.
Does it come with, like, does the Switch come with some, like, hygienic wipes as well? Just sort of like, a wipe down after you've had your...
No, but that would have been fantastic.
After your switch poo. Anyway, yeah. So that way the first sort of like half, like I say, before the main sort of twist in the plot, they have these battles. Who should be the main character though? Because I don't think any of the people in the console game, I don't think any of them really fit as a main character. I'm thinking you need a new person entirely. You need a brand new original character.
Original character is bold, especially in something like Smash Bros, which is based on such iconic and beloved.
But would then be meeting these characters through his or her eyes. What if it was the Switch itself? Bear with me.
Yeah, you're going to have to explain that one for me a little more.
What if, as well as there being game characters coming in, there's also different parts of the Switch having little sprites or characters or personalities, like what they call the Wii-Me's? The
Mii, yeah. I was about to say, why not just have a Mii then? Just have it be the Mii of the player in this case.
There you go, the player's Mii.
And they would be like also, a Mii is a perfect character for like the stereotypical anime protagonist. You know, like anime protagonists always no, not all of them. A lot of them tend to be transparent viewer. Shit, I can't think of the word now. You know when it's like you're just meant, when you're just meant to see yourself in them because they're pretty blank and they just sort of like win affection and get through things without really doing anything to deserve it. Yeah, so you've got a Mii who is like the new character in the Smash Bros. Academy or whatever, and they're our sort of viewer entrance character to it. And
they're going through, meeting all the people, and really slowly as well. Like, we'll get glimpses of some characters, but in the first episode, it's like, here's Mario. There you go. There's Mario.
You've got a bunch of background people. You know, you can have, like, DLC characters, and, like, Captain Falcon you just need to see him in, like, the gym, Falcon punching bags off their chains.
I think he should be quite a big character. He should be the guy who, like, when you first see him, you think, oh, he's a bad guy. He's a bit edgy, you know. He's a bit of a... He
literally needs to say nothing except Falcon Punch throughout the series, though. He should have no other dialogue. But it should just be...
And Falcon Kick.
Yeah. But you need someone who can convey lots of different emotions with just those words.
Anthony Hopkins.
That's all he's allowed to say, but you need to really be convinced of it. You need to be really sold on him going...
I think he should have a full range of a full vocabulary, but everything he says should be said in the same intonation as Falcon Kick. Like, do you want some cheese? I'd like some cheese! Just really aggressive. It speeds up at the end.
I'm trying to think who else I'd really want to see. Like, the main ones. I want, like, King Day today would be, and Kirby have got to sharpen.
I reckon Kirby could be a very good secret villain.
Kirby's actually the main villain.
Oh shit, no, yeah. Okay, yeah, shit, no, okay. Here's like a minor bad thing that happens. Someone is hurt, or someone's room is trashed, someone is transgressed against in some way, and evidence left at the scene. Like maybe Link's hat is left at the scene. And everyone's like, oh shit, Link, you did not just break into Princess Peach's room and smash her shell. What's that about? Link's like, I didn't go nowhere. What are you on about? And I was like, oh shit. How did that happen? And we find out it's because Kirby did that whole thing where he sucks up Link in one of his battles and then pops him out. And when he finished, he was still wearing Link's hat. Boom. And that's got it and left it there. Mind blown. There you go. That's just a little bit of a throwaway B plot there.
Yeah, and you got Meta Knight. I want him to appear because he's fun.
And Meta. He should be like properly meta when you talk.
Meta Knight's like Deadpool, and he just constantly breaks the fourth wall. I want to see Little Mac as well, because like Little Mac, his thing in like Smash Bros. Is he does the weird like flinging himself forward punches. So I don't want him to be anything more than just in the background. Every now and then you see Little Mac just like sort of hurling himself across the background scenery, and you go, "Wait, what did I just see?"
I have no idea who that is.
He's from Punch Out.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. That'd be awesome. Nice. But then, there has to be, halfway through the season, there's some big twist where there's some huge evil or problem that they all have to get together to solve. Like, they all... Do switches get viruses? Is that something that happens to switches?
Not really. They get this like slightly weird disconnect with one of the Joy-Cons, which are the detachable controllers.
I know what it is. You don't have to explain whatever that was to me. I know.
You didn't even know that the Switch was the latest Nintendo console, Ben.
Okay. So, what if? This be too weird. What if the person who owns the Switch purchases like a dodgy copy of a game from someone down the road or somewhere, or imports it from Korea or somewhere, and he puts it into his Switch, and it's just like a fucking mess. It just bricks the Switch.
Yeah.
That's from his point of view. But from inside the Switch point of view, it's like flooded with all these little bad guys. Just like, what could they be? They don't have to be any kind of character. They could just be like...
They should just be like these weird, glitchy creatures.
Yeah.
But, okay, like, this is going to be completely bollocks, and it's like the most bollocks thing, but it sounds cool. So basically, Cloud came into Super Mario Smash as a DLC character. And it should be that he's the new kid, right? not as new as me, Avatar. But I really want it to be, at the end, it turns out this imported thing, which creates all these weird glitchy things, it turns out that was a new DLC thing to follow up on Cloud's entrance. And the big bad should be Sephiroth. Because, just imagine, like, all your main Super Smash guys, and then you just hear the Sephiroth music. Sephiroth! Sephiroth! Like, it just, the idea, because I think the bad guy has to be one of their bad guys, but you already have so many fucking characters which we're going to have appear either as actual characters or as sort of background dudes, that I think it would be, you want someone almost a surprise. So either it's got to be like Kirby as the secret villain of them all.
What if it's like, you know, in Smash Bros. I'm not sure if it's in Smash Bros. Wii U. You have to fight like glitchy version of yourself, like wireframe version of yourself, and a metal version of yourself as well when you're playing it. So what if, like, instead of the little glitchy character, where the random character that flood in, it's going to be like a weird kind of like copies of the characters we know already.
Oh,
so, like,
my god, yes, because then, and here's where it gets more mental, it's then a Kingdom Hearts crossover. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, so I'm going to get hard corrected in any comments, but from what I understand, Kingdom Hearts, which is a Final Fantasy Disney mashup, there's like the Heartless, who are bad versions of the main characters, and Sephiroth's a bad guy in that. So you can introduce the Kingdom Hearts characters into Smash Bros, have Sephiroth be your villain, and have all of these just go, oh, they're Heartless, and now we've got a bunch of fucking Disney characters in Smash Bros, and it's perfect. I think we nailed it.
This is this is going to be a licensing nightmare.
It's like, how many people would you have to pay how much money to... Like, Nintendo's presumably signed off on this show. They've gone, yeah, sure. So
we also want Sonic. We want Solid Snake in there.
Yeah, we want Final Fantasy. We want every Disney character available.
Every Disney character.
Just like, we want to be able to use them. We want every game that isn't owned by Nintendo that has characters appear in Smash Bros. That's like the Final Fantasy guys, that's like
and all the Pokemon.
Street Fighter, that's like Sonic, that's like the Pokemon Company. It's a mess of a game and a show to make.
Well, it was always going to be a mess of a show to make. I mean, already licensing is going to be ridiculous for this. We're assuming we're getting the sign off on the licensing.
Yeah.
But adding Disney in there as well and saying, we'd like Mickey, please.
Could I have Mickey? He will be a bad guy, just to, I assume you're cool with that.
Well, that would be your Season 1 kicker. That would be your end of Season 1, I think, sign off.
Yeah, you beat Sephiroth, and then it cuts to black, and you start, going through the credits, and then you just hear the fucking Mickey laugh.
No, that's shit. Oh, Goofy, gosh.
Gosh, Mickey, we sure are gonna fuck these kids up.
No. That's terrible. No, I was thinking, they defeat Sephiroth, but it doesn't win. They don't win. They defeat him and they realise, shit, nothing's changed. And all these duplicates, whatever they're going to be called, keep swarming in. They're fighting off versions of themselves are all glitchy, and then this light shines and this huge swathe of them gets destroyed, and standing there is Mickey holding a Keyblade, and then next to him is the kid from Kingdom Hearts. You know too much about this game for a game you haven't played before.
I watched an entire podcast in which it was people basically trying to explain Kingdom Hearts, in case you hadn't. And I came out of it still not understanding Kingdom Hearts even remotely.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
I was just like, Like this, I don't know if I'm dumb, or if it is just that the game makes no sense, or if it was badly explained, but I feel like the game is stupid and makes no sense.
I did buy one of them. I've played one of them. Not for a long amount of time. Just because Mulan was in it.
Yeah.
My wife, girlfriend at the time, liked Mulan. So I thought, okay, this maybe should be in the games.
Who doesn't like Mulan?
And she's not in it until a good few hours into that. It's not really worth it. And you have to sit through some just mind-bogglingly weird, like, prehistory. I think it's like Kingdom Hearts 3 or something for the PS2, I can't remember. But you have to sit through a lot of, like, I'm Shinamo, and I clearly have a history of this person. Oh, look over there, there's
she appears in Kingdom Hearts 2, so you had to, you missed the entire first game, which set this up.
It's not one of these games where it's like, yeah, you can just pitch up in the middle in the third one and be like, okay, I'm grasping what's going on. You actually have to have played the first two games to have an idea of who the hell any of these people are, what a Keyblade is, and why it's important. But I think we've gone off track a little bit.
So Mickey appears. It should have some sort of announcement where it's saying, like, I don't think Smash Bros. Has anything for random people joining because everyone starts at the beginning.
They've got a thing saying a new challenger appears.
They do. Okay, yeah. So I was like, I couldn't remember if that was something I was making up or not. But it should say that, and obviously the only way to soundtrack it is to have Nickelback's Next Contender play as Mickey enters.
You must work really hard to destroy these pitches, like slipping in Nickelback. It's like the third time now you slip Nickelback in.
You'd be surprised how easy it is.
Only if the intro theme could be Fallout Boy.
Which song?
Doesn't matter.
Just any Fallout. I mean, I guess the most appropriate would maybe be This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race.
No one would ever watch the show if that was the theme tune.
Are you aware of all the many other reasons we've created for no one to watch this show? It's a battle anime based on Super Smash Bros. In which it's also a Kingdom Hearts cross. Sephiroth is the fake out bad guy.
Yeah,
Kirby is the sub-villain in a random plot. And then it turns out at the end that Mickey's the bad guy? Except, I don't know, is he a bad guy in this? Or is it just that he's trying to win the contest?
Well, shit, bro, we'll find out in Series 2, won't we?
And you'll have to come back next week to find...
When we pitch Series 2 of Smash Bros. Melee, the anime.
Mike doesn't get to hear any of this. He just has to come in at the Season 2 pitch and go, Mike, we're pitching Season 2 of the Smash Brothers anime. Mickey's the bad guy. Why is Mickey the bad guy? Because it's a Kingdom Hearts crossover.
And this is exactly how I felt when I played Kingdom Hearts 3. I had no idea what was going on.
You played Kingdom Hearts 2, Ben. Kingdom Hearts 3 is something that people have been waiting for like 20 years now.
Right. I probably didn't play that one, though. It seemed unlikely.
They keep pretending it's going to come out and then never releasing it.
Is it the Half-Life 3?
It is
shit video games.
Of the Disney Final Fantasy crossover fandom.
That must be a huge genre.
Though, actually, as much as it's like a joke and it's funny, I do love the idea of this show as a platform for just crossing over franchises.
Well, you could do. I mean,
like the fact that it's already this giant mashup. Say there is no problem with licensing whatsoever. Just the idea of going, okay, we can bring in anyone because we've already got Metal Gear and Sonic and Pokemon and Final Fantasy already without even the Kingdom Hearts thing. We've already got Cloud. So to then bring in Kingdom Hearts, if we're largely ignoring the Kingdom Hearts storyline to just because we're making up this completely nonsensical battle anime excuse for a storyline, which is most battle anime, you could then just go, you know what, fuck it, like, midway through this sort of quiet friend of, you know, someone starts picking on the me character, and then from nowhere there's this sound, and you hear, and then this tall, suddenly deeper voiced guy goes, "Back off him, it's time to duel," and you have Yu-Gi-Oh in there. And that's actually what I wanted this whole pitch to go towards, was I want Yu-Gi-Oh to appear in this show, and he uses his cards to summon monsters to fight, and I think that would be awesome. And every time he fights, it's got to do the thing from the theme song where it goes, "It's time to duel!"
I well thought you were going to say, you hear a deep voice behind him say, "Falcon Punch!"
Captain Falcon punches through his chest.
Just out of nowhere. But no, I like the way you go into that, because you could have episode structured, so you've got the main, like, in an episode, the guy's playing Mario in his Switch or whatever, and so while the guy's playing Mario, the characters nip into the world, and they go to the arena that's there, and then it's going to be the big battle. It's going to be Mario versus
Rabbids. Play into the whole Mario X Rabbids game that's coming out, or is out now, I guess, actually.
I hate rabbits. Yes,
everyone does, but apparently this game's good somehow. So
they're fighting in there, and that's sort of, we keep cutting back to the battle in the arena. It could be any of the games, could be any contenders battling for this position. And obviously, as the season progresses, it's like a tournament where slots are filled and people are kicked out of the tournament, and different players go together. So the audience at home are like, "Oh, I wonder who's going to win this tournament?" But it's all a big fake out, because like before it ends, shit's going to go sideways and whatever. But while
Mickey's going to appear,
and Sephiroth's going to be there, and so. While these battles are going on, we'll also have like B plots where a couple of the characters, the me and some others, are doing a little quest in the game. Like, oh shit, something bad's happened. Usually spurred on by Kirby, who's like pulled some awful villain shit.
Yeah.
Like Kirby's captured Princess Peach. Oh, what a douche. Everyone thinks Bowser's done it. They go to Bowser, and Bowser's like, "Damn, I hadn't touched Princess Peach. Me and her have broke up ages ago," or whatever. And so you've got like other characters going in, and instead of like just a normal action romp, you've got like Solid Snake there trying to get into the Bowser's castle where Kirby's keeping Peach, but instead of like jumping on blocks, he's like hiding in a cardboard box and just like using his guns to just take out guards.
I love the fact that Kirby's just like whole deal is impersonating people and doing awful shit.
That's going to be him. That's going to be his jam. It's like, I'm going to suck you in, and I'm going to poop you out, and then I look a bit like you. And people will be convinced into thinking that I am you. It doesn't hold together, now that I said it out loud, too well. Well, I think if I just gloss over that, I think it's a good idea, and so do you.
It's fair. Aside from the whole pooping him out bit, very solid.
A solid poop, you say. No, but in the game Smash Bros., Kirby was always the dick character. No one liked the person who played Kirby. I'm sorry if you were the person who liked Kirby. If Kirby was your main,
no, that's true. I love Kirby, but not within. Within Smash Bros. Like within his own context, he's great.
Sure, he's a lovable little pink bubble. But in the game, he was a d-bag. He would like you jump over someone, turn to a brick, and just slam down them, shoot them off the edge of the screen. There was some awful tactics. Kirby and Jigglypuff, they were like the two d-bag characters.
I love messing with Kirby players. When they miss their inhalation, it's just like, well, you fucked up. You've got nothing now. And I want to see that in an episode where Kirby is finally forced to fight. Kirby's confronted for all the shit he's pulled over this season. And he's like, well, I'm Kirby. I'm just going to suck you up and get your power, and then you're nothing. And then you're just going to have, like, Shulk, because he's your boy who can just jump. And it'll be I've just jumped over your sucking, Kirby. What you gonna do? Just get the crap being out of you, that's what.
I also want to see, like, very specific things. Oh shit, Fox needs to be in it as well. We need Fox in there.
Fox should be, like, the sort of biker kid of the school.
The too cool for school kind of guy. He's smoking down the bike sheds with Falco. Skippy. Yeah. Oh, Falco needs to be in it as well. I freaking love Falco. Anyway, and Ganondorf needs to be in it. Oh man, there's too many characters.
There's a lot of characters.
I want to see someone throw a lightsaber, because there's lightsaber in it. There's lightsabers in it, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Somebody's to throw a lightsaber. I want to see landmines like the GoldenEye landmines being used. Isn't there a bit as well when, like, just food pours down from a big golden ball?
There's like the weird golden balloon, and I think it drops a bunch of power-ups or something when you...
And sometimes it drops like just a load of food on the ground, just like slops onto the ground. Okay, well, I think we've nailed that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was at the end, but it sounded good.
The ending was the Mickey Mouse Kingdom Hearts crossover. That's season 2 is when it gets wild. I mean, season 2 is like Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, fucking just.
I mean, Street Fighter's in it, so why not Dragon Ball?
Street Fighter's in it.
Ryu is in Smash Brothers.
Well, damn, he's gonna be all like, "I'm too cool for this shit," you know?
Yeah.
Or he could be one of the teachers. He could be like a trainer.
Oh, that would be pretty sweet. Also, like, it's so dumb, but I really do want to see Yu-Gi-Oh in it.
You're really pressing this Yu-Gi-Oh button.
Like, I rewatched some Yu-Gi-Oh recently, and now I'm like, God damn, I want to see Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, he would just play monster cards, so that would be his whole...
Well, if you're having Yu-Gi-Oh, I want Digimon. I want to see...
Yes, because let's be honest, there was some much cooler shit happening in Digimon than happened in Pokemon, and don't at me. Digimon had ultimates.
Digimon, but it could never be as good as Pokemon. I mean, that little Tyrannosaurus thing, that was no Pikachu.
Agumon. No, it wasn't, but he did turn into Wargreymon. And that was pretty badass.
I can see I'm talking to a hardcore Digimon fan here.
I drove my parents mad when Digimon came out, just singing the theme song over and over again. Because essentially that theme song is Digimon, digital monsters, digivolve into champions. And repeat. And then occasionally throw in the, like, other stages of Digivolution.
I think if we keep going, we're going to cover every single thing you could possibly pitch. I mean,
every franchise ever.
Power Rangers could be in there. You've got some Ben 10 in there. Just friggin' any cartoon series or video game series ever could be wedged into this. We've got a multi-dimensional battle tournament.
I think we've created the best shonen battle anime ever.
I think we've created the best TV show ever.
Like, we've created a show in which you can bring in literally any character, and it's not even like, you don't even really have to be that convincing about it, because it's just, you've already got Sonic and fucking Sephiroth fighting, so what does it matter? And Snake's sneaking around in a cardboard box, so what does it matter if suddenly, you know, Weregarurumon's rocking up and Ben 10 is here. Ben 10 seems like a Smash Bros. Character, to be honest.
Right.
Like, not with all of his... You probably couldn't give him all of his transformations, but...
Give him the top three, you know?
Yeah. You know?
Give him the fire one, and the strong one with the forearms. I think he's called Forearms.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's called Forearms. They didn't try.
Just called Forearms.
They didn't work too hard on that one.
It might be the Fire Guy is actually just called Fire Guy. Actually, 90% sure he is called just Fire Guy.
Oh, I really hope he's not just called Fire Guy.
Anyway, I think we should leave it there before we just because we could just continue on season after season.
Oh, it was called Heat Blast.
Heat Blast.
They worked a little harder on that.
You can't just call him Fire Guy. Guys, come on. No one leaves here.
Got 4 arms.
The guy who has 4 arms. Yes. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I think that we've successfully pitched the best TV show ever made, and if one day we manage to acquire the rights to these characters, I think this is going to get made.
I don't see anywhere else this drops. I think we should call Mr. Nintendo right now.
You mean Steve Nintendo?
Yeah.
We should give him a call.
I mean, I tend to talk to Dave, but if Steve's higher up in the hierarchy...
Steve gets shit done. Dave, yeah, okay, his name's on the door, but
Dave's an ideas guy. Dave likes to just roll with the pitches, but Steve's the one who makes them happen.
Anyway, okay. Thanks for listening to our just utter bullshit for the last 50 minutes. We hope you enjoyed our pitch of a Smash Brothers anime. If you've got any better ideas, or if you've got a way you want to see this going, let us know. Drop us an email, content@geek-pride.co.uk, or give Callum a ring. Give Callum a ring on 0774.
You can tweet me at Callum Tyndall. Don't tweet me about whether or not Digimon is better than Pokemon.
Because no one thinks that. No one
tweet me.
No one really believes that Digimon is better than Pokemon.
I'll die on this hill just for the hell of it.
I'll take this stand. This is a battle I will pick.
You can tweet Mike to tell him how much we butchered his beloved franchise at _dark_Mike. Another great URL.
Tell him how much you loved it and how much his version, even though you haven't heard it and he probably will never give it to you, is far inferior to ours.
Yeah, just let him know that his season 2 is going to suck. He's got a lot to live up to.
And on that note, thanks again for listening. I've been Ben Fee.
And I've been Callum Tyndall.
Good night and God pitch.
Good luck. Bye.
Just like the sands through the hourglass, so too are the episodes of Pitch Please. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode, but if you have any ideas for future pitches you'd like to see, or if you feel as though you could have done a better job at pitching than we did this week, drop us an email at content@geek-pride.co.uk. Make sure to include the words Pitch Please in the subject heading, so that Matt Geary doesn't just delete it offhand, as he does with any email that doesn't directly reference him and his greatness. Okay, until next time, keep it pitch.